I am 18. It's 2 minutes to midnight, and I'm on the phone with him. He's counting down the seconds in my ears, the sound waves of his voice traveling 61,900 heartbeats away, all the way from Hyderabad to Pune, and it feels like I'm back in his arms again. I'm 17 and I'm in his arms. It's raining and we're on the rooftop, huddled together in the middle of a storm, cold but warm. I turn to him to say something, and suddenly his lips are on mine and not so cold anymore. I wish I could remember what I had said, but what I had said didn't make any sense because I'd wanted to kiss you too. You just did it first. I am 16, a little apprehensive, standing in front of a new school with fancy glass walls and the term international in its title. The stick-thin girl with ruffled hair and the high nose of attitude in the air. I'm here to study, I tell myself, not to make friends or fall in love. I am 15, sitting as my parents try to force my room door open. The door does not open, but the next day the locks are gone. I wear sweatshirts now with long sleeve that hides my arms and thighs, and it's hot outside, but they are the only locks I have now. I'm trying to force them open, but I can't. I am 6 and I'm flying in the air. I just got off the phone with news that I have a baby brother now, and although I'm wondering why my dad called, I'm entirely too high to care. It's the happiest moment of my life. I am 5 and I'm flying in the air once again, only this time there's no one around to catch me. You see, when I was 4, I used to grab onto my dad's hands really tight and do a backwards flip because I knew I wouldn't fall this time. However, I'm not so sure. I am 4. The glass window is shut, but the rain patters outside. My mother is crying, and she thinks I can't hear her. My fingers stroke her hair, and I can't sleep. She's told me stories about how the sky fell down once upon a time, and you don't expect superwomen to hide into their capes really tight, and I don't sleep that night until I make sure that she has. You see, I used to believe there was strength in hiding yourself and pretending you had no feelings, but fuck, I was so wrong, man. There's courage in falling in love. There's courage in holding on and letting go. And when you have to pack your bags and leave the only people you've ever called home and break hearts, or better yet, have a broken heart of your own. There's strength in tears and in accepting your fears and admitting that maybe, just maybe, you've been entirely wrong about this world. This world has 1,000,000,001 hugs to offer, coffee and cuddles under comforters when it rains outside, and people to jump in puddles with, because life was never about waiting for the storm to pass by. Sometimes you just have to learn to dance in the rain. There's courage in admitting pain and in handing your heart in the hands of someone new and saying, I trust you over again. You are fires and sparks and weary hand-me-downs, passing from year to year, a little worn out, but more comfortable with your skin than you were on the first day of kindergarten, or the first day of high school, or on your first date when you tried to kiss her, but she turned away, so you got her cheek instead. And even though you kind of laughed it off as a joke, you still cringe thinking about it at times. It's 2 minutes past midnight. I am 19 now, and I cut the call because I can't hear his voice, and I realize that that girl is back from the stars. I still cry when my mom cries. I still know that I'm going to fly because the sky is not going to fall unless you let it. And so what if it does? At least you can comb your fingers through constellations to catch a handful of stardust. And yes, I have given my heart too many times, but I've also taken it. It has parts and souls and spaces reserved for certain people I've gotten to know, and no matter who they are and what they did, they have made a place there. So maybe the mistakes I make are mine to repair, and my feelings and my stories are mine to share. I have full rights over it. Asterisk, terms and conditions applied. Thank you.